welcome back, guys. Here we are with a new tennis video. Today we are going to talk about an argument that is very talked. They talk a lot about the big threes, who's the GO.A.T, who's the best. I'm going to give you an opinion. This is only the first video that I will do about this argument. I'm not going to say who is the GO.A.T, I think is the GO.A.T. I'm going to say how we should analyze who is the GO.A.T. Our ideas where should be, because we cannot say that one of the three is the GO.A.T only for a thing. For a thing, I will say what I think. So here we have a photo of Novak Djokovic with an Australian Open trophy, Rafa with a French Open title, and Roger with a Wimbledon trophy. So what I think is the most important thing to analyze and to say who is the GO.A.T. Now we are going to talk about in a few seconds. We're going to say some criteria. So the first one I think is, of course, the performances. So the performances. A crucial point I think that will be the Grand Slam titles, of course. Now Rafael Nadal leads the race by 1 Grand Slam over Novak Djokovic and 2 over Roger Federer. Rafael Nadal won 22 Grand Slams, Novak Djokovic 21 and Roger Federer 20. So this is a crucial point, but I think that it isn't the only point. Some people think who ends with the most Grand Slams is automatically the GO.A.T. I don't think so. I think that it's an important criteria, of course, because who ends the Grand Slam are the most important titles in tennis. And it's crucial. It's a crucial point, of course. So it's important, but I think that it isn't the only important thing. So right now, also, for example, Novak won the Grand Slam in a more complete way. So that won a lot, or at least a good amount of slams for every major. And yes, he has done the double career Grand Slam like Rafa, so I think that is an advantage over Roger that never won the French Open twice. Rafa has the most wins of Grand Slams, very concentrated on 1 Grand Slam on the French Open, but this doesn't mean that French Open doesn't count. French Open is a slam like the others. On another part, I also think that that in the Grand Slam we can say that Nolan and Roger were luckier than Rafa, because especially no, but I think that Rafa's only 1 slam on his favorite surface. Well, the luckiest, I think that was Novak, because he has 2 slams on his favorite surface, that is hard court, and Roger and Rafa have 1 slam on their favorite surface, but this doesn't count at all, I think, because, for example, the American hard courts are not the same as the Australian Open, the Austrian hard courts. We can clearly see Novak is better at the Australian Open than how he is at the US Open. So yeah, that doesn't count a lot. So in terms of Grand Slams, I think that the favorite, it depends on his health. But if Nadal is, I would say, if he doesn't have a lot of injuries, especially in Grand Slams, I believe he's the favorite to end with the most Grand Slams, because we have to think that Novak won't play Australian Open for the next 3 years because he was exposed from the. He can't go to Australia, so that is an advantage for Rafa because Novak now has only 3 slams. He can't play the US Open this season, but next year I believe he will play. He can play. He will have the chance to play. So Rafa can take an advantage of that because on hard course he's the best. Without Novak, right now I believe he's even better than Medvedev, Zverev, these next gen guys. Well, Rafa won two hardcourt Grand Slams against Medvedev in final, so he showed he's better on hardcourts even. He's better than Zverev, I believe, on hardcourts. So yes. If Rafa is healthy, I believe he's the favorite for the US Open, without Novak I'm saying, and in the Australian Open. So he can win both of these slams. So I think he's the favorite one with the most slams, but don't underestimate Novak, of course, that is the second favorite. And the least favorite, of course, is Roger, that 95%, maybe also 99%, he will end with 20. And he said that if he isn't competitive, he will retire. And most probably he won't be competitive, of course, guys, because he's 41. He won't be competitive on 5-setters. Imagine a 41 years old guy who plays a match that is 4 hours longer. It's very difficult to see him winning. Another criteria that I think is crucial is also the head-to-head. The head-to-heads that these two criteria favor Novak and Rafa more than Roger, because in terms of head-to-head, Novak has a positive head-to-head with Nadal and with Roger. With Roger by 4, and so he hasn't dominated. He dominated the head-to-head in the past few years. With Nadal is a very tight one. So guys, I won't be surprised if at the end of their careers Rafa ends the head-to-heads with, I don't know, 32 wins for Nadal, 31 for Novak. So here the Rafa against Novak head-to-head is tied. Is 30-29 in favor of Novak. So that helps. So that can change, honestly. They can end tied, they can end in Nola's favor, they can end in Nadal's favor. Honestly, I believe that, it's. I'm not going. I say. I'm 45%. The head-to-head ends in Novak's favor. 39% on Rafa's favor, and 10% tied, 20% tied. Rafa dominated the head-to-head against Federer, except in the last few years where Rafa only one match at the French Open. They were 23-9 in favor of Nadal. That is, he dominated the head-to-head. I think it will end at 24-16 in favor of Rafa. So yes, Rafa and Novak have positive head-to-heads with Roger, and Novak has also a positive head-to-head against Nadal, but it can change because it's only won by one match, so it can change, honestly. But I'm sure that Novak and Rafa will both have a positive head-to-head with Federer, so I think that Roger at this point, it's very difficult for him to become again the GOAT. So the third criteria that I will analyze today, because I don't have infinite time, it's about the icon of what the character that they have for the sport. I believe that even if, for example, Novak and Rafa end with 25, 26, even if it's difficult, 27 Grand Slams, I believe that Federer Federer may won't be the GOAT. He won't be the GOAT if he ends with 5 slams less. But he will. I think he will still be the biggest icon in the history of tennis. I think that was the player that changed the era to the era in the past, that with Sampras, Agassi, to this new year with Novak and Rafa. So I think that he was in the middle. I don't think that Federer is properly a player of Rafa's and Novak's era. I believe he is more in the middle. It's not in the Sampras era or Agassi one, but it's not even full in the Rafa and Novak's era. So Roger, I think that he will still be the biggest icon in the history of the sport. I think he will always be the biggest icon. Even if Novak and Rafa win 50 Masters 1000, I'm saying something that is nearly impossible, and 30 slams, Roger stays with the title he has. I believe he will still be the biggest icon in tennis. So that I think that is a point on Federer's favor. Nole, I think that then also Rafa and Nole are fantastic icons for the sport, of course, without a doubt. And Rafa, his fighting spirit, is a fighter. It's unbelievable. It's incredible. Novak, that it's literally incredible. The guy can slide. It's fun. His flexibilities in his physical skills are just on another level. But I think that Roger is the biggest icon, even if Novak and Rafa will have all the records. So guys, for today it's okay, I believe. And I just want to give say bye bye. Leave the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and ciao ciao.